Surprise, I am not made up at all, but I decided that I wanted to do a video. I wanted to do this chit chat video and make it sort of like a get ready with me, Lux chit chat, year roundup, because I've got all my notes in front of me, like right here, on what I want to talk about, all the stuff, like just like the thumbnail, all the things that I purchased this year, and it's quite a lot. What I think is great and what didn't work out for me. But I haven't put my makeup on, so I decided that let's do this really casual because there's a lot of pressure coming onto the YouTube channel to look fabulous right from the get-go. But this is what I look like. My hair is kind of like matte and it's just not the best, but I thought it would be fun to make it really casual and just have like a girl chit chat. Get your glass of, I have just like a bottle of water actually, and get a cup of coffee, let's talk, let me put some makeup on, and I'm not gonna talk about the makeup, I'm just gonna put my makeup on and talk about my year roundup from January until today, the stuff that I bought, good, not good, you should buy it, you shouldn't buy it, and yeah, just chat with you, right? So let me just grab a glass of water, make it really casual. Talk about January, but guys, before I really jump into all the things that I have bought this year, comment down below what are the stuff that you have bought this year, like list everything. Let's stick with luxury because we bought a lot of other things. I bought a bicycle, those kind of things. Maybe not for today. Maybe if you like this video, we can talk about all the other things. But for now, just for this video, list down all the luxury items. And luxury is of course subjective. Like depends on what you term as luxury. List them down below and tell me which was good, which was not good, which didn't work out for you, which was the best purchase, why did you wait so long? Comment down below. It'll be so fun to see what everybody bought this year, and just how it worked out. So let's talk about January, okay? So January, I purchased the Birkin, right? Obviously that is a really, really good purchase, very expensive purchase, so it better be good. That Birkin 25 was quite a surprise purchase for me. I mean, I knew going into the whole Hermes journey, I wanted to get the Birkin, but I honestly, hand on heart, didn't think that I would get it so quickly. I spent, right? We've talked about this in so many luxury live shows. I've done videos on it. I spent so much, which actually, there is a bit of that guilt factor. I feel guilty, but at the same time, I don't feel guilty. It's really strange. It's like, yeah, maybe that's what they say about what guilty pleasure, right? It is seriously a guilty pleasure. I feel so bad. Like I could actually use that money, the money of the pre-spending, and the money for the bag to do a lot of good, okay? But at the same time, hell yeah, this is a I'm not gonna curse on my channel, but this has been a toot kind of year that, oh sorry, when it was January, it wasn't that yet, but in January, coming from 2020, it was really such a, oh my gosh, such a year. So yeah, I got my Birkin 25 in January and ding, it is a great purchase. And then in February, I didn't think I would buy anything, honestly. Like after buying so many things at Hermes and then boom, huge purchase for the Birkin. I honestly didn't think I would buy anything else, but I got a call from my SA, or basically I stalked my SA a little bit because of the caramel bag. It was sort of not really on my radar because, before January, I think it was coming out in November, December, people were just, Instagram pictures of this caramel bag. And in my heart, I kind of knew that it was going to be impossible to get. End of January, early February, I sort of was thinking like, well, if I could get it, why not? So I sort of bugged my essay a little bit and just kind of like tried my luck because I do love the caramel color. And lo and behold, Lady Luck, or I don't know if it's luck, but Lady Luck was on my side and I got the caramel bag. Honestly, I haven't used this bag. It's brand new, sitting in the box, looking super pretty. But oh my gosh, I love my caramel bag. The color is just spectacular. I know lambskin is a bit challenging, people prefer caviar, but people, that color is just so pretty. They shortened the strap because I remember I didn't buy the mini rectangular for the longest time because the strap was too long. I remember wearing it crossbody and it was still a little too long, and if you wear it on the shoulder, it was just a little too long for me. But now they shorten it I think they shorten it like 1 inch, maybe, I'm not sure. I heard that's the stories. I never actually checked out the mini rectangular bags, but when I carried it, I felt, it's kind of like a little shorter. So it's sort of so perfect that even though I haven't used it, I don't feel guilty at all, because I know it's one of those bags that I can just take out from the box and sit and admire, and I'll still be happy because the color is so good. So ding! Very impulsive purchase, an expensive impulsive purchase, but so good, so fun. I'm eating M&Ms, by the way. So March came. And now in March, I received 2 luxury birthday presents. The first is the Gucci Doraemon scarf from Amy, which I love. Then I sort of received, quote unquote, received the Gucci Doraemon mini camera bag from my husband. I feel like it's not fair to say that I forced him to buy it for me. It was sort of like I love Doraemon, okay? It's one of my favorite cartoons. And I sort of maybe manifested it, and I got a Gucci essay that texted me, and I said, oh, you know what, I'll get it. But at the same time, I told myself I don't want to buy anything because I just made 2 huge purchases. Then my husband was like, why don't I get it for you? You know, I'll pay for you. So in a way, I bought it, but he kind of like funded me. Still, it's, I don't know. I'll say it's like a 50-50 birthday present. Anyway, that didn't turn out to be a good purchase. Like, I should have stuck with my gut instinct and just be happy, not get it. But I felt like there was a mixture of pressure and FOMO and everything put together just for this bag. So I ended up selling it because I used it a couple of times, and it's not a well-made bag. So the bag is sort of like a rectangular like this, right? It's kind of thin, and the strap is way too long for that bag. It's so freaking long that when I shorten it, you know that extra piece of leather that comes out, it's like this long. So it doesn't look nice. That's the first. Then the second thing is where the 2 straps are connected to the bag. So the bag's rectangular. It's connected right at the middle. So not higher to the top. It's kind of like towards the bottom of the bag. So if you can imagine, like physics, right? It swings. It turns like this. So if you're looking at the bag this way, it goes like this. And as you wear it, it sort of flip-flops back and forth. It's where the placement of the 2 buckles are connected to the bag. It's, oh my gosh, such a small little detail. Like, did they even make the bag and try it on themselves and just like, dude, it's swinging? I bet they didn't do that. They just thought, oh, it looks nice in the middle, it looks symmetrical. But it doesn't make sense because the lower the point of gravity, the top it'll be top heavy, right? It'll be top heavy. So anyway, those little things kind of really annoyed me, and it made me not want to use the bag. Like, I wanted to use the bag because it's such a cute bag. I love Doraemon. I got a lot of joy looking at it, but I wasn't reaching for it. I just felt like, oh, it's not nice. You know what I mean? Like, the strap was no good, the bag's no good, and then the front pocket, I thought I could put my card inside, but it's too small. So there was all these little things. I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I do? So plus that guilt of buying it. So it just ended up, I just like, okay, nope. Letting this go. I have to be stronger about letting things go, because there's no point in just keeping for the sake of keeping. Moving to April. And in April, I didn't buy any bags, but I bought 2 pairs of shoes. And they are actually really, really good shoes, except that I think I was kind of like happy that the economy was opening again, offices was opening again. So I was thinking, oh my gosh, we're going back to the office, I need some office shoes. So I bought myself 2 pairs of the Hermes Legend shoes. I bought the black and the gold. And I resold them, and I love the black pair. I wore the black pair. However, shortly after that, We had another little lockdown in Singapore, and then it was back to default working from home, etc., etc. And it was just like, okay, I've got two beautiful pairs of shoes in the house, and I've got no chance to wear it. And I don't think I will be wearing them for the longest time. So I actually put the brown pair on sale on my closet. So if you're interested, you can come and check it out. But yeah, it's brand new. Never used it. Yeah, unfortunately, it's one of those things that, you know, when you're greedy, you reap the rewards of being greedy. I want to say punishment, the rewards of being greedy. And then it's just, yeah, I didn't get to use it. I don't know. I don't know what came over me to buy two pairs at the same time. It was really comfortable. So it's still a good purchase, but at the same time, yeah, I shouldn't have bought two pairs. I don't know. I don't know what came over me. Excitement, you know, not thinking. And now I'm stuck with two pairs. May was a heavy Hermes month as well. No bags. Okay, no bags. I bought the it's not a Shandong. Is this the Shandong, the D Shandong ring? I bought this ring. So now, as you can see, I'm not wearing any rings right now because I don't know what happened to me. I always wear my wedding band here. But then I started to change to this ring. And I don't know, maybe moisture got trapped under the ring and then kept onto my hand. I have a bit of dermatitis on my hand right now. So I'm letting it heal before I wear my rings. But I was kind of like, what's going on? Have I had this? Many years ago I've had this, but for the longest time it didn't reoccur. But now it's back, so not sure. So I'm letting it heal and then I'll wear my rings again. But anyway, I bought this ring from Hermes and I do love this ring. I actually love it more now than I first bought it. So when I first bought it, I wanted to wear it on my ring finger or on my third finger. But I found myself not reaching for it as a as a index finger. Sorry, did I say ring finger? I said index finger, my second finger and my third finger. I found myself not reaching for it. I found myself just not picking it up to wear. I was wearing my other rings. But then for some odd reason, I decided, well, why don't I make it as like a wedding band? And I put my other ring on top. Let me just show you. I put this ring on top like this. And I just like, oh my gosh, loved the look. I love the look of this as a wedding band ring, and I started to wear it so much. It's actually really scratched up right now. So I found a really good place for this ring on my finger, and it looks so good as a wedding band. So if you're thinking of getting a wedding band, this is actually really nice. So good purchase. Now I also bought two more things from Hermes in May. I bought the sushi plates, which I would say it's a decent purchase. You know, it's not too expensive. It's a fun piece to put on your, well, if you want to use it like proper sushi plates. It's definitely really bougie sushi plates. But for me, I'm using it decoratively. I'm putting it on my dresser, and I put like my sample perfumes on it, and because it comes in a set of two, the other one that I put like my rings on it. So I kind of like it. I think it's a decent purchase. Is it like ding, absolutely amazing? I would say, would I give it a ding? Let me see. Would I give it a ding? Should I give it a ding? I don't think I'll give it a ding. I'll give it a decent purchase. You know, my original purchase, or the one that I really wanted, was the sushi plate, not the sushi soya sauce plates, but the actual rectangular one. But it's been sold out, so hard to get. I don't even know how to order it. Like, I've asked my SA a billion times, and he's like, oh no, and then I kind of like gave up. But yeah, so if you can't get that, I think the sushi soya plates are okay. When I bought the sushi soya plates, I also picked up the Kelly belt. So let me start that again. So I actually picked up the Kelly belt. That was the main purpose. I went into the store. Then at the store, I don't know, I just felt like walking around and talking to my SA, and I was like, oh, do you have the sushi plates? And then he brought out the two soya sauce plates, and he said the other one you can't get yet. So I picked those up sort of at the end of my trip at Hermes. but I actually went in for the Kelly belt. So the Kelly belt, I can't give it a thing. And not because it's not a great belt, it is a really good belt. Like every time I wear my pants and tuck my shirt in and then put the belt across, it really looks good. It looks, I really look put together. But I don't have enough occasions where I would use a belt with my jeans shorts. It's sort of an effort because I am so used to just wearing my jean shorts, which is exactly what I'm wearing now, and tucking my shirt over, like my shirt covers the belt loop anyway, so I don't see the purpose in it unless, you know, I'm wearing a longer pair of shorts and I want to look, I don't know, it's sort of like I need to dress up, I need to think about it and put the belt on. It's a decent purchase. It's like my ring. I just haven't found a good use case for it at the moment. But I know that every time I've worn it so far, I look good. I actually look like, ooh, girl, you made an effort to go out. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a little not the full thing yet, but it's still okay. But if you're thinking about it, it's a good belt. Alright, so for June, oh my goodness, I went into a sort of like a color craze. I did a video called like No More Black Bags, but it's not that I'm not buying black bags. I do love black bags, but I sort of like went into this phase of I need a bit of color in my life, I need a bit of red in my life. And I suddenly went into a bit of a, crazy moment where I bought myself a Bottega bag. I saw that green bag and that's it. I love green. I've always loved green. Like my first Bottega bag was green, hunter green color. But for some reason, it just reignited in June. Maybe with couple of months of no buying any bags, just, you know, stuff like that, and not liking my Gucci bag, sort of like a flow through. I decided to get myself a Bottega Veneta mini pouch bag, and I love that bag, so it's a good purchase. I actually used it a lot, and then I just kind of like took a break a little bit. So the BB bag, yeah, is a good purchase. I had to put my liner off camera. There was no way I could get that liner on my eye and talk at the same time. Alright, let's move on to July. And in July, we bought something from H again. So I bought myself the bouncing sneakers and I love them. I'm gonna give them like a thing, not a big thing, because to be fair, I haven't worn them enough. So I've worn them maybe about 3 times since I bought it. And they look so good walking out, and I actually really enjoy walking in them. So I'm gonna give them like a thing at the moment, just because I feel like I need to walk more in them. They're expensive sports shoes, or fashion luxury sports shoes, wannabe sports shoes. I don't even know if you can actually play sports in them. I wouldn't even dare to play sports in them for sure. But I want to see, like, over time, does it dig into my heel? I know it didn't. Does it crack? You know, things like that with shoes. You know, you've got to make sure that if I'm paying so much money for a pair of shoes, they just feel like clouds. I would say they feel like sponge. Not clouds yet. Sponge, you know, like, what sponge is a good Scott's sponge? Scott's sponge, yeah. Or not some cheapo sponge, okay? Some firm sponge, but it's still spongy, but it ain't clouds. Like, I thought it would feel like clouds, but it ain't clouds. So, yeah, I'll give it a ding. Not a big ding yet. So August, September, October, I know why I'm confused. Because some of the unboxings, I kind of put them for the members only. So I don't actually have them on my whole feed. But at the same time, I also have unboxings on the regular channel. So it's kind of like mixed up a little bit. So instead of just going month by month, for August, September, October, let's just put the few items together. So I think I got the Fendi Nano bag first. So the Fendi Micro Nano bag is a thing! Awesome little purchase. I am actually using it oh my gosh, it's like my SLG, but more, because I can hook it to my jeans. I first bought it and used it like a little bag with the strap. And it was fabulous because we were still in lockdown and I was just going out to buy groceries. So all I needed was my little bag, a couple of cards. Not actually, I didn't even need cards yet, but yeah, I don't know, I felt like carrying a couple of cards, my ID if I had to go out, and then I would take out my keys and I put it in the little bag. It was great. I didn't have to carry anything else, especially if I didn't want to bring anything large. So good as a little baggie. Then I started to use my bigger bags and I found the chain a little annoying because I'm like, oh, I want to take out a chain. So I removed the chain and then I just solely use it as a bag charm, where the charm, I would either hook it to my pants, hook it to my phone like here, hook it to my phone, or I would just hook it to my bag, you know, my bag strap, my tote. So, oh my gosh, it's such a good little bag that is, yeah, super fun. And then shortly after that, I got the Chanel top handle micro bag. Ding, ding, ding! Definitely. I use the Fendi one more because I kind of like treasure the Chanel one a lot because it's so cute. But the Chanel one is super good because it's larger, it's taller, it's bigger, and it comes with that gorgeous strap. Though it's lambskin, the lambskin is actually quite durable. It's not like caviar, so I'm using the word durable in quotes, unquote, durable, but it's good. It's not so delicate that you would damage it the moment you touch your fingertips on it. No, it's not so bad. It's actually pretty good. So that bag, oh my gosh, such a good purchase. And I bought it just before the price increase. So I think I got that in August. I think that was August. I don't know, I'm losing track of time. And then I think I bought the Prada Crystal Bag, which is now we're moving into September. I did a video on it. I shared whether it's a good or not a good purchase. Should you buy it or should you not buy it? And I'm honest, it's a trendy bag, but at the same time, it could be timeless as long as you are willing to let it be timeless. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in our heads that it's a trendy bag. Oh my gosh, it's over. That you don't actually give the bag a chance to live its life. So I truly feel this is a timeless bag. You know, when you go to those departmental stores and you see this corner of all these beautiful menardes, you know, those clutches, you know, those for balls and all those departmental stores. It's embellished. It's got glitter, it's got sequins, it's got, beads falling. Those are the bags that my mom would go to a departmental store and say that, oh, we just buy this dinner bag. It's just so glitzy and all. Obviously, they cost half the price of... Actually, no, wait. Some of those they're really pricey because some of them are handmade. They're glued on, they're weird looking shapes. What is that brand? Jill... there's one brand, she's really famous. She makes like the hamburger one. They've got the Cash, the Kardashians love that brand. Oh my gosh, I cannot for the life of me remember right now. 1 second. Oh my gosh, Judith Lieber. Those kind of clutches, they are embellished to the moon and back. Those are the types of clutches that you will see those evening gowns wear. They're so expensive. Of course, they are, whatever trendy shape. But that's the kind of thing that I can imagine myself if I'm going for a nice dinner out. I would want to carry when I'm older. And I still, people will be like, nice bag. So, yes, it's trendy today, but I feel like it's going to be one of those timeless pieces that you can really use next time. And then I got myself the Apple Watch from Hermes. So that is, of course, a ding, 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 ding. I'm not wearing it now because it's charging. I love that watch. It is so fun. Cannot stop wearing it. In fact, no, actually, I'm going to say that. I have stopped wearing it for a little while because I had to give my hand a bit of a rest. It was getting a bit obsessive with that watch to a point where I just could not stop wearing it. So yeah, kind of had to take it off a little bit and just give it a break. Did I need to get an Apple Hermes watch? The answer is no. Do you need to get an Apple Hermes watch? The answer is no. Because you know what? At the end of the day, I kept using the orange strap, which, you know, surprisingly looks really good and doesn't look tacky. I was kind of afraid that the orange strap would look too much, but I like it. I like that little pop of color on my hand. It's fun. Do I use the leather strap? I do. When I go out at night, if I'm going for a dinner and all, I'll kind of make the effort to change it out. But otherwise, I am just using the rubber strap. So the last item that I have purchased to date is the Chanel Dad Sandals. So that also is kind of a random purchase this year. I'm gonna give it a slight ding because it's so good. Like, it's so me. When I wear it and I put my feet in it, I just look so bougie. Like, I don't know. If you can get that shoe or at least try it in store, you'll be so surprised on how freaking cool you look. The Chanel, the CC, the chunkiness, the fact that they look like bougie Birkenstocks, they really, quote unquote, elevate the look. I just love them so much. I haven't worn them. Okay, so in terms of comfort level, I'm gonna give a no comment at the moment. When I put my feet in them, they feel comfortable, but you will never know a pair of shoes how they are until you actually wear them out. So when I bought them, shortly after that, I just haven't, I've just been home. They haven't been going out. So I haven't had a chance to wear them, but I know I'm definitely going to be putting a lot of steps into them when I start to use them. I haven't. So with the Dad Sandals, it's because everyone has said that they are comfortable, that I kind of trust. However, I have to say that everyone also says that not DeVille shoes. I'm having a brain fart moment today. Those espadrille shoes are really comfortable, but hell no, they are not comfortable for me. It's the way that the shoe is designed and it traps my feet and I can't lift it up, bad knee, so that's not a good shoe for me. But this Dad Sandals, because it has that Birkenstock feel and the strap at the back, it just gives me a bit more confidence that my feet will accept it. Oh, actually, you know what? I wore them around the house for just to, kind of like walk in them. Now, the shoe is kind of hard because it's a really thick base. So they are not as flexible as, say, the Birkenstocks. The Birkenstocks. The Birkenstocks, you gotta break into them before you can sort of like move like this. And it's not even like this entirely. It's a little still like this, but a little better, right? So over time, it becomes super comfortable. So these Chanel shoes, the base is like a solid block right now. Much better than the espadrilles, because the espadrilles, the backing is a piece of cloth, so you gotta lift it up. Whereas for this Dad Sandals, the backing is a full strap, so the strap pulls the back, like the shoe up. I just feel like I need to work with the shoe a little bit more to see how it really works for me, because I have a bad leg, I have a bad knee, and yeah, it's kind of like finicky. I'm gonna use my Hermes highlighter. I just did a video on this. You can check it out. Oh, love it. If you're a makeup lover, oh, love you. Anyway, I'm looking over my list and I'm just trying to see if I missed out anything. I don't know if I missed out anything. I think you guys know my unboxings better. I actually looked back through all my videos to kind of remind myself what I bought, because this year is one of those YOLO years. Last year was a mini YOLO year. This year was totally YOLO. I don't know. I just could not be bothered anymore. Life just so draggy and long and just ugh. Anyway, this year has been one of those years that when I look back at it 10 years from now, I'm seriously going to ask myself, how did I make it? Because everyone's battle for this year and last year is different. So it's not a competition. I am not comparing to anyone. I know there are people worse off than me. I know there are people better off than me, but I'm talking about my own journey. And I think it's really important for all of us to acknowledge that your journey is important. Like your headspace. Don't compare and feel like, oh, I shouldn't feel like that because, you know, there are worse people out there. No, because there will always be someone else better. There will always be someone else worse. But if you're always comparing, you never take care of number one. So I'm just saying this not to be selfish or narcissistic, but acknowledging that this year for me, despite being able to afford all these luxuries, it has been very mentally draining. So, I don't know. As I'm looking at this list, you know, I could have saved a lot of people. Yes, I could have done a lot of good with all this money. But at the same time, I think I needed each boost in each year, each month that I spent this money. Definitely there is a YOLO element into this year's spending, and I look at it and I'm like, girl, that's a lot of money. But I'll do better next year because I have already been thinking about it. Like I think since the mid of the year, I sort of like made a decision like, okay, I'm gonna just finish off this year doing what I want to do. Then next year we will properly behave ourselves, and that's just the way it is. I just, you know, feel like this year was one of those YOLO years that for me, I needed an escape to feel a kind of like sense of loss this year, you know, without going home and being alone like the whole year almost. I have my friends and all, but I was away from my family and all, and I'm not justifying my purchase, but I feel like that it's sort of that headspace that I was in that made this year so difficult. Work was tough. Work was, I don't know, I can't even put a finger on what work was this year. But anyway, you know what? I am actually going to film a Q&A. So I think there was one of those questions about how this year is. So maybe I'll talk about it a bit more in that video. So right, this is the same face as you're going to see in the Q&A video. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this very chatty, get ready with me Luxe Roundup. And if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. It will let the YouTube algorithm know that you enjoyed this kind of chit chat video. And yeah, I hope you subscribe. My giveaway is still open, so I will link that here as well as down below. You can check it out. But anyway, thank you for watching, and everyone, please take care, stay safe, and I will see you in my next video.